Some people hide their true nature behind a smile. But if you know the signs, you can protect yourself. Today, we're breaking down 10 dangerous personality traits with real-life scenarios that show just how harmful they can be, and what you should do when you see them. Let's begin with one of the most subtle threats: the manipulator. Manipulators don't yell or threaten. They twist reality. They make you feel like the bad guy for simply standing up for yourself. Let's look at how manipulation sneaks into a casual conversation. You politely decline a favor. They say, "Wow, after everything I've done for you?" You feel a wave of guilt and give in. That's not kindness. That's control in disguise. Now, from manipulation to something even more self-absorbed. Let's talk about narcissism. A narcissist isn't just confident. They crave praise and believe they're superior. Your feelings? They don't matter. Here's what it looks like when you try to share your success with a narcissist. You share good news. They say, "Must be nice. I could have had that job if I tried." Then, they turn the spotlight back to themselves. With a narcissist, it's never about you, and it never will be. Next, let's expose someone even more slippery: the pathological liar. They lie so smoothly, they believe their own fiction. The truth? Optional. Let's see how a harmless conversation turns suspicious. They claim they were home all night, but someone else saw them out. When confronted, they say, "Oh yeah, I just dropped by for a minute." It's not a one-time slip, it's a habit. And when truth means nothing, trust dies fast. Now, let's talk about something even more dangerous: rage. Aggression isn't strength, it's instability. These people use fear to control. This example shows how fast tension can turn to threat. You spill a drink by accident. They shout, slam the table, and storm off. If someone makes you feel afraid, that's your sign. Let's move to something more subtle but just as harmful: control disguised as love. They don't raise their voice. They raise doubts about your freedom. Slowly, you stop choosing for yourself. Here's what quiet control looks like. You make plans with friends. They say, "Why do you even need them? Aren't I enough?" They'll call it love, but real love doesn't lock doors. It opens them. Now let's meet the person who never admits they're wrong: the blame shifter. They can't say, "I messed up." Instead, they find a way to make it your fault. Watch how accountability vanishes in this moment. They forget your birthday. Instead of apologizing, they say, "Well, you didn't remind me." Own your truth. You're not responsible for other people's refusal to grow. Let's talk about the trait that turns admiration into hostility: envy. They smile when you win, but inside, they hate that it's not them. Here's how envy hides behind fake compliments. You get a new car. They say, "Wow, must be nice to throw money away like that." Envy is poison in a friendly cup. Keep your wins safe from people who secretly want you to lose. Next up, the chaos of addiction. These people are at war with themselves, and anyone close to them becomes collateral damage. Let's see the pattern of destruction. They vanish for days. Come back, broke. Apologize. Repeat. You can care, but you can't carry them. Protect your peace. Now, let's talk about the smiling snake, the two-faced friend. They act sweet when you're around, but behind your back, they're your enemy. Here's a moment that reveals their true face. They nod along with your opinion. Later, someone tells you they said the opposite about you. If someone switches masks too often, don't bother guessing who they really are. Just walk away. Last but not least, the eternal victim. Some people wear suffering like armor. Every setback is someone else's fault. Every solution. It won't work. They don't want help. They want attention. Let's see this toxic pattern unfold. They lose a job. You offer to help with their resume or suggest places hiring. They say, it's pointless. No one hires people like me. Days pass. Nothing changes. Just more complaints. You can't rescue someone who refuses to climb. Sometimes the best help is walking away. Toxic people don't always come with warning signs. But now, you know what to look for. Protect your peace, guard your energy, and never feel bad for cutting off poison, even when it smiles. Have you met someone like this before? Share your experience in the comments. No names, just lessons. Stay sharp, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.